I did that math out loud so that everyone could follow along.
This is 17.
Sweet was well to do his role. Beep, 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 beep. Indeed.
Are we? Oh, I'm in the wrong chat. I need to get.
Go to the right chat.
Bum, 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 bum.
Roll for recap.
Bubble, bubble.
Yes, ma'am.
Gotta go back and show it.
And then let's
That's
see if
such
I
a
can get
What? That's not my name.
Oh, because you.
Who's
Right.
Discord?
Oh, that's who you had last time.
Yeah.
Richard.
Oh my gosh, I just thought of the best name for a pair of like characters who are gonna do bad together in a campaign. Trial and Tribulation.
Nice. Is it lowest goes or highest goes?
That's lowest, so I think that's you,
Cool.
Mark.
All right. It's still playing. All right.
There we go.
There we go.
So, what happened last time, Marquette?
Well, let's see. I wasn't there. I wasn't there for that thing that happened to that person. Well, first off, we got into town, and we dropped off Beatrice at the usual spot, and then Mr. Fancy Pants wanted us to go over to his house, so we went there, and then side note, it's funny to me that I feel like all of us spell Beatrice differently, and it's great. It's
okay.
such a yes. But
Kel
yes.
can't spell, so.
Yes.
Only some of you are literate, so.
Yes.
Illiteracy.
Oh, it's great. Beatrice. Yes, we tucked in Beatrice and then went over, and obviously I gifted my beats both to Phoebe, who we dropped off that letter to, and she's got a child who seems to be at that age of getting into things, but good way.
Give me all your arcane secrets.
Yes.
At that age, you're desiring arcane secrets.
Yes.
Girls will be girls.
Yes. And and I had a good chat with Priscilla when we were dropping off Beatrice, and got her all tucked in, and saw the sights, went across the river. I'm not sure it's all cracked up the way it is supposed, the way you'd think, but that's then we headed back. We had lovely Abigail let us stay at her house, at her in the care, and and I had a good chat with my son, and then I hit the hay. Well, it's not hay here.
Pretty sure there's no hay here.
I got the joke at the same time that you did.
You would
Probably
like to
the delay. And that's what I know.
Maybe another one will be better? Or is it just ruined now because you've seen that?
Say that again?
What?
What do you say, Kluki?
I think he's having a conversation with his wife.
Ah,
Oh. All right. So, it is late, and most of the party is asleep or trying to fall asleep. Johannes, however, is doing neither of those things, as Prince Ametrine has just snuck into his room unannounced. And down in the kitchen, the servants who are cleaning up are currently staring curiously at a pot of tea that is preparing itself. But don't worry about that. I'm sure that'll be fine. We'll stick up here with Johannes and Ametrine, who to turn on the light essentially when he was, since you didn't recognize him, he cast a light cantrip on one of the rings that he's wearing on his hand.
I don't know how to start this conversation, I'll be honest.
Well, the question is, did you say that to me or did Johannes say that to Ametrine?
Yes.
Fair enough. Ametrine just he sits on a couch you have in there. It looks just perfectly comfortable sitting there as if he's in his own home here. He's like, sorry, I know arriving like that can be pretty startling, but I didn't want everybody to know I was coming in here, so there's trade-offs. You okay?
Yes, I'm just fine. You're already sitting, so I can't say take a seat. I'm going to take a seat as well, if that is fine. I feel a little discombobulated.
I'm not here for trouble. I just want to talk.
Well, good.
Sit down.
About the
You're
not
fine.
trouble.
So, I mean, me and everybody else heard that you rolled into town today with quite a group of very obviously not servants. So, who are they?
There's just this immediate look of, oh, I'm gossip. Like, I visibly relax. I'm just like, oh, this is because I'm like town gossip now. I'm saying this a lot. I'm like, oh, that makes so much more sense. I didn't even know. Okay, well, I decided
People
I
notice
wanted.
things around here.
What's that?
People notice things around here.
That's good. I usually don't. So what I'm doing is I decided I was going to live amongst the landlocked and try and get a grip on what makes them tick and why they are or are not, if that makes any sense. And so far it's been interesting, to say the least.
Really?
They eat a lot of
How so?
beets, at least the ones in the village I was at. So many, they're vile, disgusting, pickled beets. It's, ugh. But I think she gave away all the beets she had today, so I should be safe.
Well, that's good, I suppose.
I mean,
So
other
you-
than that. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Yes, what?
So you brought them here? What, are you paying them for a study?
Oh, no. No, in fact, there's no exchange of currency at all. No, just a place to rest for the night. We made our way most of this way, and then it was quicker to come back here than it was to go all the way back to where they are. And then, yeah. And then we leave in the morning, I believe.
Oh. You see, he looks very disappointed at that.
Why do you look so displeased with that statement?
Well, if you're going to be leaving in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I mean, it's not set in stone. We didn't really have the conversation yet. That was just an assumption. Why?
Well, I'm hoping to ask for your help with something, but it's something in the city.
Oh, well, I mean, if I can be of service.
Well, it would need to also be discreet. I mean, there's a reason I snuck in here.
Ah, well, I do have Noctis with me, so easy enough.
Well, I thought you might be able to help because I'm looking for someone who is landlocked, and it's very difficult for me to go tracking someone like that down discreetly in myself. It's really, really obvious who I talk to in the light of day.
Very true. I would believe that.
And also, they're not prone to want to answer my questions honestly. They just get kind of terrified if I do try to ask anyone anything.
Hmm.
Understandably.
Do you have a list of questions you would like answered then?
No, once I find them, I would like to talk to them in person. I
Hmm.
just need your help finding them.
Ah, yes, and then I'm assuming you'd like some sort of discreet location where you could meet with them? Some sort of
Yes,
some sort
that'll.
of pretense.
Yeah. That's.
I
I
mean,
haven't quite got that far. I
that's
don't know
easy.
where they are.
Well, I can't promise I can find them, but I can definitely look. I mean, it's an interesting coterie I've gathered, so they might be able to assist.
I did think with your little crew here, you'll be better equipped to find them than I am, at least. And to be honest, I'm only somewhat sure that they're alive, and then again, only somewhat sure that they're still in the city. But this is the only place that I know that they might be.
What do you have? A name, a description, what they do?
Not really. This is going. I'm going to sound very foolish, and I know that.
Is it a woman?
It is a woman who would have worked at the palace or had dealings professionally with the palace about 18 years ago and been not around the palace since.
DM, what kind of
That's kind of
gossip
all.
do I know from about 18 years ago about maybe a servant who might have been fired, maybe getting too friendly, or if anything along those lines that I might have heard about?
Why don't you roll me a history check there?
I feel like I'm gonna be a gossip. I feel like that would make perfect sense for someone who can't actually be part of the conversations most of the time. So you said that's a history check?
Mm-hmm.
Now, since it's about the nobles specifically, can I get advantage? Or
You can have advantage.
I'll take it. Let's see. History. That's a 20. Dirty 20.
Nice. Okay. So there's definitely gossip that you know of from around then about Ametrine, about this prince in particular, especially since he is rather bizarrely excluded from the line of inheritance of the royal family. He's not in line for the throne. He's not in line to inherit anything. He's essentially just his sister's bodyguard as far as status is concerned. And so there's been rumors about that, and a lot of people tried to figure out what could have been going on. But the family was very tight-lipped and secretive about everything around that time. So you don't know a specific servant or anyone who was dismissed at the time or anything like that.
Okay. I'm just gonna take it in and. Mm-hmm. Good to know. Good to know. And Ametrine's So Ametrine, is he like the second son? Because from what I saw on the tree, it didn't say anything about like ages or anything like that. It was just Amethyst, Ametrine, and Andocene. But Amethyst
Yeah,
is the one who's she's the one in line, right?
Yeah, so she's in line to become the next Sovereign Council member. So she will be going to Asperitus to be on the Sovereign Council, and Ametrine will go with her. And that, you know, that they are both set to leave that in the next spring. So he's got only a few more months left here in the city. This is the end of summer now, so he's got until spring, fall and winter.
I'll just say in a roundabout way I can say, looking for a new servant to join you before you leave?
Maybe.
All right, well, you haven't given me very much to go on literally at all.
If I had more to go on, I would tell you.
You have a name, a sketch,
No.
Something?
Unfortunately, I do not.
Okay.
I know this is a fool's errand.
No such thing as a fool's errand, unless it's an errand a fool is on. And I stop for a second, and I think, and I go, which I guess would potentially make this a fool's errand, I guess, since I am doing this.
Like, yeah,
anyways. I don't realize that he might have interpreted it as I'm calling him a fool, but I just mused the whole thing aloud, no, definitely I'm the fool here. And I just go, yes. So, what are the parameters? What can I know to look for? Did they have a specific job? Did they have a hair color? Are they a specific race? You said they were landlocked. That's about all I've got right now is landlocked female who worked in Palace 10 years ago, or at least around the Palace.
I'm not going to insult your intelligence. I'm sure you can guess what this is about. They probably look a little bit like me in some way.
I mean, this could be a lot of things. It could be...
I know.
Listen, you know what they say about assumptions. They are rude.
Look, I don't know anything about her. Like I said, if I did know, I would tell you. That's all I know, is that she's definitely not around the palace now, and she had to have been 18 years ago. I'm relatively certain she's alive and guessing that she's somewhere around here because that means she can still be spied on.
Well, depending on whose spy network it is, they can be gotten really anywhere in the kingdom for the most part, as long as it's a larger city. But this would be fair to keep them around here, seeing as most of the provincial... Yeah, no, that makes sense.
It's my best guess. And I know, look, if we can't find her, no hard feelings, I understand. It's a needle in a haystack. If you do find anyone who matches the vague semblance of a description that I have, he hands you from his belt a sending stone. Just use, this can be used once a day to get in touch with me. 25 words or less. You don't need to report every day. That's just how often it can be used, maximum.
Fair enough. I do have a question, though.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's technically a multi-part question, or multiple questions, but one, why me? Two, no, it's mostly why me.
Well, it might be not a multi-part question, but it is somewhat of a multi-part answer then. Well, to start off, you're already kind of a weirdo, so you talking to them won't really raise any red flags. So you've got that part covered.
Fair enough.
And, don't take this the wrong way, but I feel pretty confident that you're not going to go telling anybody about this because, I mean, I'll survive whatever they do to me if this gets out.
Also very fair.
And I don't have a lot of options.
Just
No.
what a strange tapestry fate weaves. All right. Well, no, I'm in. Sure. I'll see if my compatriots are willing. Now, I know you didn't say there's no offer of pay or favors or anything like that, but if I do this, could I perhaps ask a favor of you one day?
You want to just have a favor in the bank?
Yeah, I feel like that'd be a
Sure.
good thing to have. I might already have
If
one in mind, but for now, I'll keep it in the bank.
you find someone who fits this description, even if they're the wrong person, I will compensate you for the effort. And if we find the right person, I can definitely make it worth your while.
All right. Well, then I will gladly assist you.
Great. Well, good luck. I'm going to go. So that my absence is hopefully not noted as too troublesome.
I hope it's right at this time that the tea just floats in. I'm like, are you sure? It's really a nice tea.
Fine.
I was gonna say, what's it really matter? If they've noticed you're gone, you're gone, and they'll be a little more panicked for a bit. And it's, sometimes when you panic your family or those around you, it can be enjoyable. I say as I take a sip of my tea without even thinking to wait for him to do it first. I'm just like, really is my favorite.
He takes a cup of the tea and takes a sip. He's like, fair enough. They've noticed I'm gone. I'm already in as much trouble as I'll be in. Doesn't matter if I stay longer.
I mean, one of the relaxing things about being an outcast and a weirdo, I like gesture at myself, is you don't have to worry about what other people think most of the time. Most of the time. Sometimes you worry a little harder than everyone else, but you have a little more freedom than people assume. Now, I know you're under a lot of scrutiny, and I very pointedly motion to him being who you are. But I feel like that also gives you, I don't know, if you're not already doing it, you have a better way of hiding in the plain sight than everyone else, because they expect one thing of you, which allows you to do other things. Just, who knows?
You're very funny.
I don't know if I've ever heard that one before, but it's mostly because I don't really talk to many people. There's 5 sugar cubes floating through the air, all going into my second cup of tea. I very much like it sweet. I'm just like, yes.
You don't talk to people, and yet you brought a gaggle of 5, 6, half a dozen friends to your home today. You're not even paying.
No. It's very much an interesting experience so far. So far, technically, I labored to pay for my half a night of board thus far. I helped reshingle a roof. I'll be quite honest, I don't know if I did a good job, and I'm pretty sure that Noctis shoved a rag in a hole, and I don't really know if that'll work for a roof, but I don't think we'll be back there anytime soon. Hopefully it doesn't rain there very often. I didn't ask about I didn't ask it, and I pull my notebook out, and I start writing ask about weather patterns. Okay. So I just know they have a lot of beets, but maybe it's because it's a hardy crop and they don't get rain. All I know is disgusting, and the kingdom really should do something to prevent the people from starving on eating only beets. It's the worst.
I'm pretty sure the kingdom as a whole doesn't have a problem eating only beets. There's a variety of culture.
But the peasants, the landlocked, maybe they could actually achieve something if they weren't eating only root vegetables.
You know what? I'll mention it to my sister, and she'll probably look into it.
I'll keep on my studies, but I feel like these people will know enough to be discreet. Now, one of them's a little eccentric, but we'll see how that goes.
Well, that sounds very interesting.
You know, if I find your person, I maybe I'll give you a better update.
I would enjoy that, I think.
You know, you're a lot easier to talk to than I expected. Nowhere near as scary as you were at all those functions. But then again, there was a lot more people around.
I do not like those functions.
I like just this look on my face of like, what? And I'm just like, I hated those functions. I hated them so much. Forced to go every time. Also, I could go sit by myself and read, essentially, in a room full of people who I could very obviously and clearly hear gossiping about me. Anyways.
Oh, they were gossiping about plenty else too, don't worry.
Oh, I know, but you never hear the gossip when it's about another person if you're the one being excluded. You hear it only about yourself.
That's fair enough.
But I'll listen for gossip about other people while I listen now and I look.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, you know I'm off to Asparagus with my sister this spring, so I don't really... I'm not going to have another chance to look after that.
Well, nothing says it has to be stopped while you're gone either. It made it a little harder, but it's a possibility. I'll do what I can. I don't promise much. I am mostly bookish, but, you know, I'll do my best.
You have connections with them. That's more than I can say.
It's funny, you only have to... If you're a weird... I mean, they're still very afraid, I've noticed, but... You know what? I know the perfect landlocked for this. There's a little girl who goes around asking people about arcane secrets. I bet she can figure things out.
Well, good luck, and really, thank you. I really should be going now.
I stand, I think to bow for a second. I very clearly don't, though, and I just reach for a handshake and I go, this was more enjoyable than I was expecting for a conversation with someone who broke into my room in the middle of the night. I appreciate that. And I said, it was nice to get to know you.
Had to make up for that heart attack.
I appreciate that. And I
He
will...
takes your hand for a handshake, and then he raises your hand to his face and kisses it, and then winks, and then climbs out your window and leaves.
I just turn beet red, and there's no one here to hear it except for my unseen servant. But I just whisper, my virtue is stolen. And fade to black, and I go to bed. Whatever.
Awesome. Everybody gets a long rest.
Yeah.
Long rest.
Yay.
Finish
And
long
then
rest.
the morning comes. For Johannes isn't scandalized.
I read a lot of books, but not very many of them were romance novels. Those were forbidden.
Mummy forbade them.
When you all begin to awake, you do realize that the house is much more heavily staffed this morning than it was last night when you arrived. There's a bustling of activity as places are being cleaned and dusted, things are being prepared. As if they've essentially gone from skeleton crew to full crew now that they have people here to take care of.
Nice.
I will peek out at all the busyness. Not want to get in the way because I'm feeling big here, which is feeling really weird. Feeling big feels in the way, even though they're probably used to working around people. So unless, like, other than for coming out for breakfast, I think I might stay in the room that I have been allotted.
Mm.
I'm
I
gonna
wake
go
up
get
at the same
breakfast.
I wake up at the same time as usual, so I'm like, which is like early in the morning. So assuming, yeah, I've probably like, I'm trying to like, chat. Like you come down and I'm like in the kitchen, or
Just
like
chatting
in
with
the
the
area. Like I'm
people.
chatting. I'm not doing stuff necessarily. But I'm chatting with the people working in the kitchen about, just old lady stuff, I guess.
They very skillfully got you sitting in a chair nearby so that they could, have a conversation with you without you being in the way and without there being any reason for you to attempt to do any tasks, essentially, because you're a guest.
Yes.
They can't be doing that.
Yes.
But yeah, chatting away.
Yeah, so that's what Johannes comes into. I think
Oh,
you were about to
I
tell
would
your
have been
story.
up long before you. I would have just been in the library with my dirty plate by the time you came down.
Oh, gotcha. That's right, because you just like meditate for 4 hours or something.
Yes, sir.
Nice. You come to bring your plate back, and that's where I am.
Why would he bring his
I
plate
would
back?
never bring it back myself. I don't know
Oh.
what you're talking about.
Oh,
He's got
right.
servants for
Yes.
that.
They're probably very used to me not eating at a regular table. If I'm around, just like in the library, doing study stuff. As far as I'm concerned, the plate appears when it's supposed to, and then it's gone when I'm done with it.
Once everyone is awake, those of you who are still in your rooms do get a knock on the door alerting you that breakfast will be served shortly if you care to venture down to the dining room. Abigail comes to find you, Johannes, and she just kind of gives you a look and she's like, "Is there a reason I should know that you didn't request tea last?"
I like make sure that she's the only one around. I'm assuming from that's from our interaction so far, she was like, I don't know, my air quotes around only friend around here growing up.
She's actually only a little bit older than you. And she has definitely been around your whole life.
Cool. I'm gonna go with older sister vibes then.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go. I had a surprise visitor, the stature of which would not have been appropriate to visit unannounced. It was interesting.
I see.
And I actually have a question for you. I feel like you'd be a good place to start for this. Do you know anyone who would have worked in the palace 18 years ago who would have been expelled but not left the city? Maybe not personally, just... Does it sound familiar, perhaps?
Well, I do know around that time. That was when I had I just barely come here to start learning to take over this position. They completely changed their gardening staff.
Understood.
So I think I had about 15 gardeners. All of them left for reasons or another around the same time.
Do you know how many were women? Perhaps.
I don't know. I didn't know anybody particularly well at the time.
That's fine. You've helped a great deal more than I was expecting, too, so that's much appreciated.
Well, good luck with whatever it is you're up to.
You know, I don't rightly know anymore. I left here trying to get to know, I guess, in a sense, the weaknesses and strengths of us all. I don't know. It's been really weird. I would say I went out to study the landlocked, but now I'm at a point where I'm realizing there's not really much difference, other than money and power. And that's stupid. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking now. I realize. Anyways, thank you.
All right. Well, you're welcome, and breakfast is ready if you would like to join your friend.
I don't know if they would. Yeah. I just like go.
All
He's
right.
secretly afraid if he shows up, he'll be forced to have beats again.
I break into the room at that point. Man, I'm sick of these beats.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
I was like looking over and trying to quietly talk to May and be like, Ma, why is this food so spicy?
It's creme fresh. It's not spicy. Basically sour cream.
I just go.
I don't want to be rude and impolite, but whew.
One of the servants comes up, having definitely noticed this. Like, is there something wrong with the food?
Oh, not at all, ma'am. I'm sorry. My taste buds are just not accustomed to such fine dining here.
It's like plain oatmeal or something.
My apologies, ma'am. I didn't mean to cause any.
Well, we don't want you to
Any
go hungry.
disrespect.
What would you prefer?
He looks around to see like
I
if
walk in
Johannes
and I know beats.
and if Noctis are there, and I was like, do you have any beets?
We do have some. Is that all you want?
Those take a while to cook. I don't want to be.
I've got some pickled beets in my bag if you want.
I was gonna say.
Oh, we
I
need
know
those
the
for
kitchen
for the
staff-
road, Ma.
I know the kitchen staff just came into like a jar at least.
Yeah.
That by happenstance the night before.
No, it's okay. You guys took your time to make this food, and I will happily learn to like it. Thank you for your offer.
I just go no. It's fine. Bring
Mama
me
can like
some of the
nod
beets.
approvingly at this at his politeness.
I think I come in at this point and I'm served my food and then I grab a little what looks like a salt shaker and I pour it out and it looks like dust. And then I put it back on the thing and the containers and has looks like it's has the design of bandages on it.
What?
The joke about Victorians eating mummies.
Oh,
Wow, that was a stretch. I did not know where you were going with that.
Me neither.
that was a ride.
So,
This is a very nice place you have, John. Thank you for letting us stay here with you. It's very kind.
You and your mother let me and Noctis stay.
Well, of course, that's our duty. Everyone's welcome at. Well, I can't really speak for Ma, but I think I'm right in saying that everyone's welcome.
Well, that's
So-
an interesting word you use, duty. Why would it be your duty to put up to strangers?
Everybody needs a place to stay, right?
Yes, but it's not your
Level up.
responsibility to house people.
Well, if you didn't have a place to stay, it has to be someone's responsibility. Ma and I just want to help everyone out.
Interesting.
Ma Kent is, just looking, just like nodding along, like pleased with how, how this interaction is, like, just kind of, Flart leans over to, just one of the people by her and goes, his father trained him well.
Hmm.
Just gets it from his pa.
John, might I have a word with you for just a second?
Sure.
Or I'll just head over to John. I don't know quite how to say this, but I think your place might be haunted. There were some voices last night, pretty late at night too. And I don't really know anyone, but I hear there's some folks that can take care of hauntings and stuff. I was just wanting you to know in case you didn't hear anything. There was somebody up and about talking with, well, maybe the 2 or 3 people up. I couldn't quite tell, but just wanted to let you know that.
You mean like the servants who are up all hours of the night, making sure everything's taken care of?
Kel gets just really red in the face. Oh, well, that might explain some things. Yeah, probably that then.
Understood.
Just thought you might want to know there was someone up and about, but seems like you've really got it taken care of. So that's.
There was some people up and about for sure. What are your plans exactly? Now that we've all rested for the night, you're not necessarily going to get to see your friend until you. And I think about my words very carefully, and I go, worked your way into the good graces of her new friends.
Well, yeah, they said they would get in contact with us, and well, I've never been outside of small village before, so.
Would you like a
I don't
good
know
excuse to tour around the area?
I would quite enjoy that. Yes, please. If it isn't too much of a hassle.
It isn't. I might have a favor to ask of you. And
Absolutely. Let me help out any way I can.
Now.
Oh, be right back, guys.
All right.
Welby is just chowing down, happy for whatever's placed in front of him. He has that half-orc side that's hungry.
Kel has now been presented with this bowl of, it's a kind of salad with chopped up pickled beets and cucumber and a yogurt sauce in it and stuff. They're like, ta-da! They look very proud of themselves for having made something of those pickled beets.
Nice.
I look very proud of them as well. Like, that is a feat. Oh.
But they look at you and they're like, oh, did you want some, sir?
No.
Okay.
I'm just very proud of you all.
I think, yeah. Mama Kent is like, well, we're in town. Maybe I should, go visit my, the knitting club. She talks about her. Welcome. Oh, you should get the description from Coral on what you got.
Oh my goodness, I thought it was Mark that had left. Sorry. I simply described it.
Yeah.
I thought it was the other Mark. You're not Mark, you're Kluki.
I mean,
I've been here.
A Mark left.
My bad, everybody.
Alright.
Um,
Okay, what's happening?
Kel was presented with a bowl of this salad that is made up of chopped up pickled beets and cucumbers and a yogurt sauce with some herbs sprinkled on top. And the servants they look very proud of themselves to have been able to make something of those pickled beets.
He gives just a courteous nod. You really didn't have to. Thank you, though. It's very kind of you.
You'll have to let us know how it is. And let us know if the recipe needs adjustments. We haven't kept a lot of pickled beets on hand before, but
well, Ma Kent over here, she's best pickler in all small village. if you need some, I'm sure we could set up a deal and get you, I don't know if you need 100 cases or such for the
I
year.
think-
I look
Luckily for
horrified.
Johannes, I'm busy in another conversation.
This particular servant is like, I don't manage any of that. You'd have to talk to Abigail. She's the one in charge of all of that.
All right.
But I mean, hey, it's always fun to change up the menu sometimes, right?
I will for sure go talk with Abigail right after this. And he takes a spoonful. This is the best beets I've... He looks over at Ma. Don't tell Ma I said this is the best beets I've had.
They are just glowing. They're like, yes, we did it.
You said that to Ma, as you said, don't tell Ma.
Well, Ma's caught up in another conversation,
He
luckily.
made sure she wasn't listening as he said,
Yes.
Okay.
I've had better
She's-
food now.
I think she's busy telling Welby about, like, because Welby happens to be by her, I don't know, telling him about her knitting club that Welby's mom used to be a member of, and just like off on a tangent about that.
Welby is listening politely as he's eating and making, what's it called? What are those sounds called? The
Oh, where you're just like,
feedbacks?
yeah, like, where
Yeah,
you just
those.
kind of are confirming that you're listening,
Yes,
basically.
back channeling. I'm back channeling. That's what it is.
It's- I think during this, she mentions that about maybe wanting to go visit some of those people in town, or see if show off. Like, oh, let me show show you to your mom's pals.
That could be interesting. She has only told me about them. I've not met any since she left.
All right. So when breakfast concludes, are you all then heading into the city to...
Ella's going to find Abigail.
Oh, right. Okay. She's not too hard to find. She's coming in and out. She's the one running things around here, so you'll see her on and off as she checks in on everyone.
Oh, pardon me, ma'am.
Yes, what can I do for you?
No, you don't have to do anything for me. I just wanted to let you know that you run a very, very nice ship here. Well, there isn't a ship, but just best of people working here. Made the best beet salad, and they seemed really, really proud of that. And I just wanted to let you know if you were ever looking to have like the best beet salad here and all of this area. Well, you could locally outsource them. My ma and I, we have a farm, and we're more than willing to. We do.
Mhm. Excellent. You know what? I'll take a look at our stores and see what it is we need replenishing of, and I will let you'll be staying for a little while here.
Well, I'm not quite sure what the plan is, ma'am, but well, it'd be pretty good if we were able to. If John allows us to,
Oh, I'm sure he will. I'm sure he'll be just thrilled that we'll be giving you more business.
Well, sorry to take away your time. I know you're very busy. I think John and the others are getting ready.
I don't suppose you all brought any that we could buy immediately.
Oh, well, unfortunately, ma'am, we came under some less than ideal circumstances, but we're here now, and well, when we get back, we can make one of those fancy contracts and get things all settled up, Mom might have a couple of cases, not quite sure, but if she does, I'm sure she'll be willing to let you have one on the house and share it with everyone. See what you can make out of it.
Oh, I'm sure we can make good use of them.
Oh, I have no doubt that you would be able to.
Excellent. Great. Make sure Johannes knows about it. I'm sure he'll just be so pleased for you.
Oh, so it's going through?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'll go tell him right now. And Cal just skips on out, looking for Johannes. Johannes! Or, sorry, no, he doesn't know your name's Johannes. John! And just shouting your name. Like, John!
Johannes had
John!
actually gone looking for him during this and was hiding right outside the door, and he's just like, no. And he is on the run currently. He's like, no.
John, I didn't know that your people were so kind. I do have to. I know that you kind of judged us landlocked a little bit, but you have some really good ones over here, in your establishment. And they just said that you are more than willing to I think it was 100 cases a year of beets to add to your place. So, who do I talk to about getting that contract made up? Abigail said that you would sign off on it.
Well, I actually can't sign off on that. You'd have to write a writ of proposal, and that would have to go through I believe my mother takes care of affairs like that, or approves them. Technically, the steward would be in charge of that, and you'd have to set up some sort of meeting with him. You know what? Draft up...
Technically, you would know. Abigail is the head housekeeper here, and so as far as at least stocking this house with food, that is her purview.
Oh, I know. I know. I'm trying to think of how hard I can make this because I don't want it.
Those are a lot of big words, you done.
Like,
You done.
I saw how excited the servants were, and I'm like, I don't know. And I'm just gonna go. Well, I'll look into it. You know what? How about this?
Make a contract and drop
I
a
will
0.
Look into it if you will help me help a friend.
I do love helping people. Of course, you'd be helping the Kent farm, and I'd love to help you out, John.
You would be helping someone who could help you a whole lot. So I think it could be very good for all of us.
All right. Well, what do you need me to do?
Well, let's get everyone together.
Alrighty.
And I'm just gonna head into the... I don't know where. I'm assuming we were all like in the main dining area or something earlier. But
Yeah, that's where you were all eating.
All right.
It's now being cleaned up.
Then I will go gather everyone. I'm assuming there's like I'd bring everyone to the library, which is technically where I'd be the most comfortable character-wise. And then once everyone's gathered up, I will make sure that we are safe to speak, so to speak.
Make an investigation check.
And DM, can I look and see if there's a book on architecture here?
There definitely is a book on architecture.
But whether I can find it without
Yeah,
asking is a
investigation
different
check
question.
also.
Investigation, woot!
Yeah, you said I was doing perception, or what was it? What was it?
Yeah, do
specifically?
perception.
Okay.
You can do perception or investigation for that, whichever one you feel fits better.
Perception would be better, technically.
Investigation, go!
Wow,
Wow.
we are very safe. I don't know
Yeah.
why I see.
You're fine.
I'm just very rattled by the idea of pickled beets being stored in one of my homes.
Yeah, I'll say you do. It occurs to you as you're trying to see if this is safe. You're slightly distracted by the thought that Abigail might be doing that specifically to mess with you.
Why would she do this to me?
Wilby, you do not find the book you're looking for. You find a bunch of books in languages that you don't speak.
All
Well,
right.
I'm like, that one's an Aarakocra. Great, great. Which I
So-
do speak, actually.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. So, everyone, I have a proposal. If you're willing to hear me out.
What is it?
Well, someone has made a request of me due to my proximity with all of you. And so I would like to pass
Are
on...
you in trouble?
No, I am not.
I
in
can
trouble.
leave.
No. I would like to ask for your help in making some inquiries. Now, it's a lot less easy for me to make these inquiries as it would be for you two. Now, I can do it in my own way, but I would like your help finding someone, and so that they can hopefully be reunited with someone that they were...
The person's lost?
Not in that sense. Lost like as in there was contact lost because of circumstances. It's a real Romeo and Juliet, Tristan and Isolde situation.
Who?
You're cutting out a little bit.
Oh, no.
Who are they?
They're never mind. Let's put it like this. Have you ever been separated from someone who you wanted to be closer to? And I pointed to look at
yes.
Kel, and I go, okay. How would you feel if you hadn't been able to see them for 18 years and your last chance to see them was coming close and you wanted to
You're
make
still
sure you-
cutting out
Son of-
real
You are
bad.
hold on a
cutting out
second.
terribly.
All right, how's that?
That's better. For now. We'll see if it continues and holds up,
That
but
was weird. My ping went crazy for a second. What's going on here? Let me shut that off. Let's see if that helps. All right. Let's try not cut it. How about if you were separated from someone who it was your last chance to see them for good, and you wanted to make sure you could speak to them at least one more time? How would that feel? Would you feel more inclined to help someone in that situation?
of course.
Perfect.
I always want to help everybody else that needs it.
Perfect. So are you still
You
willing to
tell me who
assist?
I was always willing, it isn't a still.
Perfect. What about everyone else?
Is there money in it?
There might be something worth more than money.
Friendship.
Welby just blanks out and then gives Kel just a look.
I look at Kel and then I look back at Welby and I go, think a favor to someone who can do a lot for you.
I know that rich people use favors as a type of currency, but I've not had experience with it.
Oh, come on, Welby. You know what it's like to not be around the person you love. You and your wife.
Fortunately, it's not
You're
been that
married?
long. Yes.
Huh.
Might not be that long, but you miss her, don't you?
Yes.
So let's help out this person.
If you do, it'll be worth your while. I can promise you that.
Oh.
You might even get that good old tingly feeling when you do something good in the world and help someone else out.
I don't know what that
I'm
is,
gonna
but
give
I will
him
definitely
another
do something
look.
Good. I was just say, what?
Am I speaking a foreign language here? Do you guys not do
sound like
things
a
to-
child's storybook.
He does. He almost sounds like he believes altruism is real.
I don't know what
That's a
that
big
is.
word.
Altruism is the act of doing good for the sake of doing good with nothing in return.
Well, yes, that is exactly then. Altruism.
Otherwise
Yeah.
known as a fairy tale.
Mm. It's only a fairy tale if you don't believe in it.
Well. You say that there's something in it. I'll take your word for it.
I look Noctis dead in the eyes, and I go, "Even you will appreciate this favor if we can get this." I don't think he's here.
He's muted.
Noctis is asleep in the corner of the room.
Well, because I had stayed up later the previous night trying
That's
to
true.
listen on things if there were people here, but I determined that there were no people and then went to bed empty-handed.
And now you're just hearing about a fact that someone had indeed come in, and I'd had something happen enough to where I'm offering stuff like
It's
this.
fair, yeah. What I know of, I don't think we wouldn't have spent much time in this house specifically, would we, DM, when I was following him growing up?
No, not too much time. You definitely would be somewhat aware of the speculation surrounding.
Would I have heard of any scandals from the castle 18 years ago? Specifically, especially if like let's say someone's birthright was called into question or whatever like that.
Oh yeah, your family was desperate to dig up the dirt on this, but no one was able to.
But would I know that if there was anything in the air, just unsubstantiated?
What kind of information are you looking for here?
Like, have I ever heard a rumor
Specific
that
people?
let's say the current heirs of the house weren't legitimate?
No, the only one whose legitimacy is questioned is Amatrine because he's excluded from the line of succession.
And how old is he?
He is just shy of 18.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Okay, so I'll just be aware of some rumors, but no people that I could be pointed to.
Unfortunately not.
Okay. Well then, how about? I wouldn't know about that. I have to be out in the city to determine that. So never mind. Well, are you going to just keep asking people in the house, Johannes, or are you gonna go out and do some legwork?
Well, I'm trying to get a group to help.
I mean, you spelled it wrong, but yeah.
I did smell it wrong because I was trying to rush it. I'm gonna get rid of it now.
That's in character.
No.
You slid the piece of paper to me, and I'm like, that's not how you spell that.
I'm rushing.
Well, I mean,
I spelled that one right. No.
I'll always help.
Okay, yes. So we're looking someone who looks like and I don't know if I can draw. I don't know if I can draw. Would I have a book somewhere in here with like the pedigree of the local royalty? I'm trying to figure out how the best way to like show people.
You can.
Well, I think I would know. I rolled a nat 20 history for that the other night, so.
For what are you looking for?
I'm trying to think about the best way, like trying to see if there might be some sort of like, maybe not portraiture, but some way to visually represent and show everyone in here what the person might potentially look like in here.
Oh, you're looking for pictures of the royal family?
Yeah, either that or I'm gonna have to see how well I can draw.
Yeah, I'm gonna try a drawing actually. What is my performance? Hang on. Oh, it's not great, but
It's
look, it's
trying.
not that
Any
hard.
Performance or sleight of hand.
Okay. I will say you can try drawing it. You also do know of a place out in the city, in this area of the city, where there is a mosaic mural that depicts the current royal family
Oh,
in the
cool.
city.
I'm gonna go.
So
How
you
about we go on a field trip?
could look at that.
I'm already finished with my
I
drawing.
didn't see any fields around here.
I just my head just immediately like drops in sadness, and I go, no. A field trip is what you do when you go into the field from studies. So basically, it's also like
Yeah, like I said, you don't have. There's no field.
no, not like a field of. So there's fields that farms go into, but there's also work fields, which is like an. Never mind. We're gonna go on a trip. Everyone follow me. I say as I leave the room, trying to figure out how.
Kind of have to follow you or Noctis if we don't want to get arrested. At least at
I
first.
turn around. That's fair. Follow me still.
I also hold up the drawing.
It's decent.
His
I
nose
will
is
look
too-
at a decent drawing.
That nose is way too big, bud. Everything else is pretty close though.
The nose is fine.
I don't know. I got a pretty good look at it.
I will study this drawing because, yeah, if we're looking for someone, let's see. Do I have anything for finding things for people?
Where's a ranger when you need them?
I'm gonna go full tour guide on the way to the mosaic, just
Mhm.
explaining about the history of the area and of the city and things, and be like, oh, that one has the best tea cakes, or this one, shops like that, but also like, oh yes, architecture.
How much trivia does he know about the landlocked side of town?
Oh,
You guys
no,
are
I'm
still
on
in
the
the
way out
winged
of the
section.
no, on my side of town. Once we cross that like bridge area, I'm not gonna know anything. I'm gonna be like, there's dirt. Yep.
You actually don't quite cross over. You're still on the winged side of the river when you get to the mural.
Perfect.
That's how you knew about it. It's in this area.
And I'll just kind of point at Amatrine as I'll explain who each of the people are in the picture. I'll be like, and that's why am I hearing a bunch of blooping?
Because there's secret blooping.
Ah, I must open that in another window. Got it. Boop, boop.
Secret blueprint.
Nothing.
Yes. It's a sentient slime.
Anyway,
Isn't it fun when you can't know things?
I love it.
I'll go. That is His Majesty. I'm gonna butcher these names probably. Erven Solaris, Her Highness Moira Solaris, and their 3 children: Amethyst, Amatrine, and Asine. And then I'll lean in and I'll be like, they're very geological, name-wise. Anyway.
Yeah, they got a theme going.
Anyways.
They all start with an A. That's what I got.
I stop and I go, I mean, that's not wrong. It's good. It's not wrong. Just like continue. I'm just like, I have to get them a private tutor while we are here. No, I'm gonna go. We are looking for, and then I'll start guiding us away. Like, keep walking that way. There's like no, I don't know. No one can continue hearing because I didn't necessarily say what and who we're doing this for yet or anything like that. But now that we're going, I'm going to be a little more paranoid, and I'd just like to make sure we're not being followed in any way.
You're cutting out bad again.
I would like to check and make sure we're not being followed.
Make a perception check, please. Okay. me see here. You get the sense that there is indeed someone tailing you through the crowd.
Cool, but I don't see them. I just know that we're being followed. Gotcha.
You have seen glimpses of them, but they are ducking out of view. So you haven't got a solid look at them, just there's someone there.
Gotcha.
Is that communicated or no?
I'm going to go. Starting now, I would like you to think of yourselves as in my employ. If anyone asks you, you will. Is it all right with you if you say that you're in my employ?
What name should I give? Because I just know your first.
Yes, Johannes de Plumet. And I'll look at Welby specifically and go, you can call yourself my bodyguard. Just in case you have to hit anyone and we need to explain.
Bodyguard. I can do that.
Perfect. Just in the case of mentioning that, we are being followed.
I thought he was doing that though.
Yeah, at the mention of being followed, can I try and sneak into the crowd?
And he's gone.
Sure, make a stealth check.
I guess
26.
I'm the bodyguard who stays with you.
Yes.
Okay, and I would like to lay in wait for the tailor.
Ooh.
Taylor.
What do you mean, the tailor? What does that mean?
The tinker, the tailor, the soldier, and the spy. I'm the spy. He's the tailor.
I see.
Actually, I no, well, not a tailor exactly.
What would I be?
What?
You're the tinker because you're good with books and things like that.
I guess that's how it works. And I'll go, yes. You are the bodyguard. He is the shadow. We'll put it like that.
He's the soldier.
Oh, okay.
Yes. While he takes care of that, just remember these faces. They are important. For our purpose later. But while we get about this, is there anything you guys want to do in the city?
I know that Ma was going to.
Yes,
Okay,
I need to
so
show him.
Is your name?
We need-
No, your name's not Ma. It's May. Why does everyone call you Ma? She was going to show us around town and visit people that my actual mom knew.
Yes, we're gonna go. Ugh,
Wait, you
us-
Okay.
you two know each other?
That's why I came. That's one of the reasons why I came to stay with
Yeah.
you was because
I
my mom knew your mom.
He's just been there for like a week or something, and it's never come up once. And he just tells us like, "What?"
Bill just didn't wonder. He was just like, yeah, people come stay at our farm.
Tall people come stay at their farm specifically. And I'm a tall person.
Does that mean like we're like brothers?
No.
try one step out, dear.
He's my cousin?
I think that's
In a
Not
sense.
And I'm just gonna give him a
biologically.
great big hug. Great
I
big
will
hug.
return the hug because I can give back hugs. I'm
It's
strong
good to
enough.
meet you, cuz. Well, I guess we've already met each other, but like, I didn't know we were cousins.
Not by blood, no.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
But yes. Yes.
Oh, why didn't you tell me
so
this earlier?
May was going
wanna
to
make
show
sure
us
you-
around, or show me around to people, and I assume have other old ladies coo over me and say, "Oh,
Well, and
you are
Kel
Rocky's
too. I
kid."
Hey, Noctis, make a perception check for me.
Okay. That would be okay. Oh, 25. Or 22, sorry.
Ooh, nice. Okay. Yeah, as you separated yourself from the group and have hidden, you notice as you're looking around for this person, you see someone in the crowd stop as they have noticed you missing from the party. And then they start to backtrack through the crowd.
Do I follow them? I feel like there's a little bit of this moment, but not quite because they haven't seen me. I won't follow them like all the way, like throughout the rest of the city or whatever. I will follow them as long as they're in the crowd, and make note of where they turn off.
Okay. As you follow them for a little, it looks like they're headed back towards Johannes's house.
Do I recognize them?
They have got their hood pulled up, so you can't see who it is.
I feel
This
like
just
that
says-
should be allowed, but let me see. Features.
Somewhat short, humanoid figure.
Wait, are not all my
Somewhat short,
features
like
listed?
still in
Hang on.
human range, or like shorter race
Short for
range?
human.
Hang on, there's something wrong with my character. I transferred this over from another thing, and I don't think all my stuff is in here.
Oh no!
It's very
Options.
interesting when short is like relative compared to race, which we here in the real world don't actually have.
Oh,
Yeah.
not all my stuff was saved. Okay, I'm glad I checked that. Okay.
Cool.
Here's a question. So I'm a rogue. I have contacts. Do I know? Do I know who I could? I'll go up to a beggar.
Mm-hmm.
In this part of town?
Yeah, there's not really a beggar in this part of town.
Oh, I thought we were past the winged area.
No, we're still in the winged area.
Not quite.
Although the only crowds down here would be of landlocked.
I'll follow them for just a little bit longer. Maybe like 1 or 2 alleys if they'll go that way. And then I'll just confirm if they are headed directly for Johannes' house.
Okay. Make another stealth check for me.
Oh, that was not nearly as good. Can I make a perception to see if they've noticed me at that point?
Yes, make a perception check, please.
Okay, I'm the best.
You think you're completely hidden. You like trip over something, but you recover so quickly.
Oh,
You're just like,
hang on. No, I have advantage because of my Boots of Elven Kind to roll stealth.
Okay, re-roll that then. And we'll see if it's better.
25.
Okay. All right.
That's better.
You're good. And they do. They go back to Johannes' house. And they go around to go through the back entrance.
Okay. All right. Then I meet back up with the group. And I inform Johannes it's one of the servants.
I assumed as much. But they're gone now?
They went back home.
Good. Perfect. So, everyone, what we like walking and talking about. So what we're looking for specifically is someone, a woman who 18 years ago would have worked in the palace as a gardener, and she looks a lot like the prince there, Amtree.
What's the prince look like?
You guys just saw a picture of him.
Yeah, we
Oh,
just-
tell. I know that. Tell.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh, I just go.
No, you're good.
The one who was in the middle picture of the picture that we just looked
Oh,
at.
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what he looks like.
So we're looking for someone that looks like him. But as a woman.
This sounds like an awkward political situation with the way you just described that.
It
You're already
is.
in one. You covered for some people you shouldn't have.
Fair enough.
A valid point.
So, I guess Welby is gonna start his amateur bodyguarding slash, like, it's another excuse to look at all the faces and all the threats, as well as all the architecture, especially places where maybe people can jump out from, but also architecture.
Okay.
Now, DM or God, if you prefer.
If you prefer.
I have this knitting group has been going on for a long time. A, do I remember anything? Or B, from about 18 years ago. I mean, I don't know if I would even have heard about. I don't know how separated these things are. If I would have heard of it, if we might have talked about it in the circle, or if maybe some of my knitting ladies that I want to show off. Welby and Kel too, because Kel, I'm sure Kel came when he was very young to some of the knitting circles, but most of the time stayed, but hasn't. These ladies haven't seen him since he was a tot, and she wants to show off, the sort of thing. Basically, I'm wondering if I can do this, tie these together, if there's a likelihood of possibly finding information about this woman from 18 years ago.
Oh my gosh, the knitting circle is going to be the best thing ever.
Okay. Make a history check for me.
All right. To see if I remember in the first place.
No, to see what.
If there's anything old ladies like to gossip
Yeah.
about, it's their social relationships with
Yes.
with the elites.
That's a 9. I am an old lady.
Man, there's been so much gossip in your lifetime. Trying to narrow it down to that specific of a time range is just, that's not happening.
Yes.
You do know, however, that your knitting circle, they would meet oftentimes. The shrines in the lower part of the city do serve as somewhat of a community center. There's a lot of different things that happen there, including the school, and that's where you guys would meet up in the evenings when there weren't kids there taking lessons. And Priscilla, the shrine matron you met with last night, you do know that she is in a position to know a lot of secrets because she manages the shrines there, and she just knows a lot. But she's a very careful person who does not spread secrets, which is probably how she's collected so many.
Is she in my circle?
Yeah, I mean, she's essentially the host.
Yes. Excellent. Great. Well, then I will probably make plans to visit some of the other ladies that are in town. That but also mention Priscilla specifically as and my Priscilla. Oh well, when we go back to get Beatrice, I should see if Priscilla has a few moments.
Perfect.
And just
I appreciate it so much.
it's been I mean we've been around here for how many years? I can't even count how many years, but someone should know. Well, if anybody knows something, Priscilla will know something. Whether she'll tell, that's the real question.
I mean, is she the type to trade gossip?
God, is she the type to trade gossip?
She's not. She is one typically to caution against it.
Oh.
Right.
Well, there goes my plan of being like, you could always gossip about the weird winged one that's traveling with your family for now.
Yes. Well, let's, we'll stop by the other more gossipy ladies first. She doesn't say it like that, but like that's that's not a quote, but that's a gist of, yeah. That we'll stop by a couple of the other ladies and show off the kids
Understood?
who are
Okay.
both full grown adults, but
You're showing off your big, strong son, and I'm gathering from that, also trying to gather information about this person you're looking for.
yes. I mean, I'm also showing off Welby and being like, this is. I'm sorry,
Rocky.
Welby. I forgot Rocky. Yeah. This is Rocky's kid.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, go ahead and we're going to, unless there's anyone in particular you want to roleplay in that, make a persuasion check and we'll see what and if you're able to get from this.
Right. Guys, I got a +0
Can I assist?
by being such a handsome young man.
Sure. You
I
may
want to.
roll-
I want to hear stuff from around town.
Do I get is it advantage?
You may roll with advantage since the boys are assisting by just like being tall and flexing, I guess.
I want to find out stuff around town.
Ooh, I needed that assistance. That's a 19 instead of a 2.
Impressive.
Nice, nice. And you're trying to turn the gossip to this 18 years ago.
Yeah, I
time
mean that
period.
it probably helps that because Welby's about 18, isn't he?
Let me double check.
Where I think I have in my notes that you said that, but it would be around that time anyways. So it'd be like, oh, remember when she was around, and yeah, like it'd be the same time period of like when she left as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm 18 years old.
Yeah.
You're also young.
Orcs, half orcs have different maturity.
I know, it's just weird.
And I'm still the oldest.
Yes.
You get
Mhm.
so much gossip about the neighborhood and about the scandals that happened in this area of the city and among the people you know. You know way more about everybody's private lives now than you did before this. Including you also get that information that ties with what Johannes told you, that around that time, for reasons nobody knows, the palace dismissed all of the gardeners, or at least everyone's assuming that it was something of a dismissal. There were lots of excuses about why various gardeners were leaving. Some left the city, some took up other jobs, some took up became devotees at the shrines. But none of them ever went back to the upper side of the city.
Interesting.
And I didn't get any leads on specific, like, well, you said some of them went, like, I kind of know where they went to, but do I know any specifics about, like,
going to be talking about Necron the Tap.
like so-and-so went specifically to specific place, or is it just like, oh, I heard that someone went over there and someone went over there, but, like, not names named?
No, you don't get any names. This was so much speculation at the time because everyone was so tight-lipped about everything. So if you wanted to know, you really could only guess because people who knew anything were not talking. There's at least a couple of them that work at the shipping yards now that are living in sort of the near dock areas, and then there are a few that the people you've spoken to believe still are at the shrines. Once you become a shrine devotee, you don't usually go anywhere else.
Mhm. Were any of them
It's sort of scattered to the four winds.
Gotcha. Are any of them specifically known to be women?
Yeah, a couple in each of those places.
Okay. Well, everyone has this information then amongst us. Okay. Are any at the? All right, is it a specific shrine or is it like just like the shrines as the? Basically, if I go back to over where Beatrice is it like? Would any be at the shrine that Priscilla's at?
Yeah,
Are they
so
at
essentially what that is like it's like a complex of shrines that has several buildings for various godlings. Yeah, and there's only 2 shrine areas in the city. There's the one in this part of the city in the landlocked district, and there's the one in the winged district, but that is no landlocked are allowed to enter.
Gotcha. And the ones that were talked about that went to the shrines specifically came to the shrines on this side and not on the
Yes.
winged side, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's cool.
All right. And I've handed off a jar of beets at every place.
Awesome. Take out 5 jars of beets from your inventory.
All right. That's where the 2 came in? No.
And they're like, leave my house. Just kidding.
I was like, wait, but I have these strapping young men.
And they're like,
show off.
you know what, fine. We'll watch them move stuff around, I guess.
To be clear, it's more of a like, oh look, they're all grown up and not like a
Do any of them?
Very impressive young men. You only raised one of them. That's still very impressive. It's very tall.
Do any of them have a face that looks familiar to either the sketch or picture we were shown, or from Welby's descriptions of people from his mom? Probably not the last one, and probably not the first one, but that's what Welby's looking for.
No.
I mean, they were in the knitting group that, if you're talking about, this is the knitting group that Welby's mom was a part of. But it
Yes,
sounds
he's
like
looking. He's checking to make sure if they look similar, because there are people and faces right here.
Right.
Yeah, you don't see anyone in the knitting circle folk do not look like likely candidates for who you're looking for on behalf of Ametrine.
Okay.
I mean, that's a good thing, at least.
You've narrowed it down somewhat.
That's a good thing.
Probably when we get to the shrines to get I'll maybe see if people are interested in looking at the shrines, or I'll probably get caught up in a conversation with Priscilla and other people wander and honestly, like I don't think I'm leading that. I think I'm just like making it take time and people get bored and go look at stuff, I think is what happens. Or
Yeah, you guys arrive at the shrines. Beatrice rolls up to you and sort of like bumps into you, Kel. As like a little hello.
I will also pat the beat.
And you guys can hear from around the shrine that there are classes happening with children and various things like that. And yeah, Priscilla is there as well, if you would like to talk to her. She's not teaching a class right now. She's
I
walking
think
in
I'll
and out
just,
doing something.
yeah, I'll say something to her about, like, oh, I didn't get a chance to, to chat the other night, despite the fact that we were chatting for, but this is, but I don't think you've seen him in a while, but this is Kel.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
You have certainly grown up.
Yeah, that I have. You,
Wow.
pardon, I just don't quite know who you are.
I'm Priscilla.
Hi.
I'm the shrine matron here.
You used to come when you were just a tot. You came with us to our knitting club.
Oh, I did?
Yep,
Mhm.
you would run around pulling up the flowers.
Oh. That's very rude of me to do. I'm so sorry. Should I go get you
Oh,
some?
not at all. You were always just picking them for your mother. It was very sweet.
But that does sound like something I would do.
Sweet child and a sweet young man now.
I can see that. And she looks over at the rest of you and sort of gives a little pause at taking in the whole group.
I'll step
and-
forward.
Yeah, obviously, I introduced Welby next, and I'm just like, oh, and you
Yeah.
remember Rocky? This is her son.
Oh,
Come for a visit.
Yeah.
Hello, Priscilla, you said. Yes? And I'll reach out for a handshake.
she shakes your hand. Well, you seem to have done well as well. I'm glad. Is your mother? How is your mother?
She's well. Last I heard, when I left, she's still back on Brobdingnag.
Yes. Does she like? Is she happy there?
For a given definition of happy, yes, she has
Mhm.
found a niche there, and I'm not sure how well in contact she keeps, but she's probably keeping my wife company as well.
Oh, you're married. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. So they're probably keeping each other company, and quite frankly, I'm not sure what they're doing because I'm not there. I wish I was, but I'm here now.
Well, that's good. I'm glad she has friends and everything there. That's good.
I'm actually interested to know more about like who she was before I left because I know her from growing up displaced, and I would like to know her a bit before. What can you tell me about my mom?
Well, I wish I knew her better than I did. I only got to meet her for a brief time before she went to that island.
It was sudden, yes. She keeps telling me this.
Yes, yeah. Well, she was quite adventurous and very funny. Couldn't get through a conversation without cracking a joke, although I did wonder if that was a bit of a cope, you know?
She was I remember she made me laugh a lot as a child. I wonder if that stayed from that.
Well, that's good then. So,
Yeah, I'm wondering what she told you about why she had to leave.
she looks around at the rest of your group and is like, well,
Circumspectly.
I knew of her circumstances.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know how open she was about it.
Not very.
Okay.
I am who I am, though.
What does that mean?
He's Popeye the Sailor Man.
Yes. Pulls out a bag of spinach.
It means that if you come through these shrines with a secret, I'm likely to know.
No, already? Wait, you're precognizant?
No, I am simply someone people confide in.
That makes much more sense.
Yes.
Like, I know that there's, like, magic and stuff that can do things like that, but more sense in... Yeah.
No, I'm simply a confidant to many.
Welby just made a connection to some of the steamier books he read with the Father I Have Sinned trope. And just he like blue screens a little bit,
You all right, dear?
shuts his mouth and nods.
Okay. All right. Well, Beatrice is quite all right, as you know. Are you all headed out, or what is, how can I help you?
Well, I was showing them, introducing them to everybody while we were in town. Oh, I should also introduce you to our current companions. They This is like after so much talking has happened. It's like, oh yeah, but also the people you've been staring at this whole time. This is Johan. Sorry, you've introduced yourself.
I'm basically just like there, but very obvious. I'm hiding poorly. I don't think I'd be very good.
I turn around and like I say your name, like, oh, this is.
You could just call me John. That's it. You could just call me John.
If you wish, sir.
And his companion Noctis.
Oh, lean over to Noctis, because it looks like John is about to be put on the spot. So Noctis is probably open. Say, just to check, it's John spelled with an H, right?
Were you Johannes?
Yeah. I'm not quite sure how the names work.
Yeah, it's JOHANNES.
Oh, and so it shortens. Okay, because people keep on saying John, and like I've read enough books that had weird names in them, and always especially the winged ones in those stories had some really fancy names, and so I was half expecting it to be a W instead of an H.
Johannes.
No, John.
That's funny.
But that makes more sense. Thank you.
I love it. Now, Priscilla is looking somewhat warily at Johannes and Noctis. She says, so I apologize, we don't often get visitors of your stature here. What can I do for you?
I'm just accompanying Ma Kent today.
I see. Well, be sure to let me know if there's anything you need.
All right.
He's I'll lean in. He's kind of doing some weird studying thing. He doesn't know how landlocked people live, and so he's like sampling it or something.
Ah, how unique.
I don't understand it. He's asking us weird questions, like things that happened years ago, like before I was born, apparently. Yeah, he's asking about people who left the palace.
I want everybody to make a perception check.
I
Oh,
will make a
he's on.
perception check.
You've
Roll
ruined
one,
it.
D.
You've ran it on us.
Perception, right? What is my perception? Oh, lovely.
Almost a dirty 20, and then I went to a 4.
Oh,
Why does it hate me?
Nope.
Wow. Well,
Go, Mom.
I think we still need Noctis too, unless Noctis
yeah,
was
let's get
excluded from that.
Noctis.
Oh yeah, let me roll that really quick.
Please roll better. Like 18 is good. Come on, Noctis.
Yeah.
I don't have any advantage for that. I'm sorry.
Ma, Kent, and Johannes both passed this check. And
Oh.
notice that when Welby says this, she looks distinctly like disturbed and unsettled by this. She's not happy that someone is asking about people who've left the palace and secrets from years ago. And she looks very much like she wants you all to leave. But she covers that up pretty quickly. That it's there for a moment, and then she covers it back up with some professionalism. It's just,
Her face doesn't match, right?
I hope that you find. I hope you are successful in whatever your endeavors are. And no, she does not look like a match for this. And also, Ma Kent knows that she has never worked at the palace, and she's definitely worked here at the shrines longer than 18 years.
Yes.
Well, Welby is just checking all the faces. And so
And
Drake
so-
needs to ask about all the faces.
She'll say, I mean,
Which
There are
shrine
some
is
things
this
that are-
specifically?
this is sort of an assorted shrine complex that has a few different buildings. You guys are sort of in the center courtyard to talk to her. So there is no shrine specifically to Iridessa here, but there are of the other major godlings, as well as a few that are not specifically marked, but you can go to worship whatever your specific godling is.
Yeah.
The shrine to Iridessa is in the northern part of the city, in the other
Okay,
shrine
so
area.
it's
They
like
don't have one.
it's like a communal type
Mhm.
of thing. All right, and so what is
Oh.
what is her title exactly? Like, what is her job?
She is the shrine matron here. So she is essentially what Abigail is, but for the shrines here. So she manages everyone who works here. She plans out the schedules for what classes and things will be going on. She's the head manager for the shrine.
That's what I figured. So she's basically like the matron, right?
Yes, she is the shrine matron.
I will say, after seeing that look, like, Mama Kent wraps up the conversation probably faster than Kel's seen her wrap up a conversation before.
Yeah,
Oh.
Kel's definitely used to the
Like,
you
okay,
go to
we're
church and your
leaving
mom's like,
now,
we're
and
leaving
then-
5 and it's 3 hours later. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. But she wraps up in like record time. It is unusual.
I'm gonna go
But and she excuses the group, like, oh, hands off another jar of beets. And
She takes that and is like, I'll go put this away and good luck with your endeavors. And
yes, I'll see you at the next meeting.
Yes.
Ma, before we seriously, your nickname is making me all confused. I should probably pay my respects to the shrine, like actual shrine before we go.
Of course.
Do they have my godling's probably a local one, actually, come to think of it. But if they don't have my particular godling Botlux, then I will go to the Shrine of Lux, if that is here.
They do. They have one of those. There you go.
I'll go there and pray for a bit. Nothing.
That's one of the 3 moons, right?
Say again?
Lux is one of the. Yeah, that's one of the 3 moons. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I have to remember all the lore I made up.
You made all this lore and you don't know it?
Yeah, I made up a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I'll go pray at Lux's shrine then. Kind of like addressing it and like hoping that she'll forward it to the right person because they mentor Botlux. And mostly I'm praying about Puma and Rocky, making sure they're safe and stuff.
Is there a godling specific to like parenthood or mothers or anything like that? Lost families.
Maybe not lost, but Botlux is very family.
Yeah, so there is, among the 3 moons, there is, which...
Planning info. It's under planning info.
Yeah, so
Yes.
Lux actually is the one who is the sort of the patron of relationships between people, which includes friendship, family, and other things like that. But then there's also Iris, who is the godling of like childhood and children and innocence.
I'm trying to think which one.
Lux.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, it's a tricky situation. I guess I'm just gonna follow along. I'm not quite sure what Johannes would do in this situation. He's not much of a private eye. You know what I mean?
Technically, I think isn't Noctis built more to be a private eye?
Yes.
He's muted though.
Because he hates us.
No, I don't hate you. Sorry, I'm just doing homework on the side here as well. My school
gotcha.
started up. So,
Yeah.
sorry, what was that again?
Yeah, Noctis is the one who's built more for being a private eye investigator, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
1000% yes. What is
Then
wanted?
we might start leaning more on you now, because I guess we found a lead, but the lead isn't talking. But intimidating it out of them doesn't seem like the right move either.
Okay, and what have we determined from them so far?
He knows something, but we don't know what.
Yeah.
I mean, this is also like one of my knitting lady buddies.
You don't want to
and the
lose
host
the
of
knitting
our-
lady
yeah.
buddy?
Yeah.
She's the shrine matron here, so she's like in charge of running all the events and everything, managing everything that happens at the shrines.
Good to know. Good to know. I guess step forward. But by the way, I love how you've
Well,
kept
she
the
stepped
shrine
away.
clean. Oh.
Yeah.
The conversation was ended when Ma Kent realized that she did not like the questions that were being asked.
It was me specifically she didn't like.
But is she still there?
Yeah,
She has walked away.
yeah, with a jar of beets that I
With a jar
handed
of
to
beets.
her. Yeah.
Yeah, she's headed into one of the buildings.
Okay, so that conversation with her is done, or are we trying to like still talk to her?
No, the conversation is done. We just aren't really sure what to do next investigation-wise.
Well, we know. I mean, we're
Okay.
gonna look at the shrines. We know there are some people who work in the shrines who would have come from that place.
Okay, but so the person we're looking for is still in the city. They were discharged. Okay, here's what we'll do. We will go to where's another place that people like to gossip? Church, but we're out of church.
This is technically true.
This is the community center and the church and the school. There's bars. There's the dock workers hang out on the dock. You did see the centaur with their alcohol as the little traveling bartender there yesterday.
I would go
so-
out to the docks.
Are you going by yourself or are you taking the party?
I think I just kind of set off in a direction and expect people to follow me. Because that's what my retainers do all my life.
Okay.
Roll to see if I notice. No. Welby had just said that he was gonna go look inside, or unless that's happened already.
What? Look inside what?
Or well, you're gonna go to a shrine.
Yeah, we montaged that. I don't know
Okay.
if montage is the right word.
Yeah, that's already
Okay.
happened when you guys were.
Is there a section? So I know the city's divided, obviously, winged and non-winged. But in the non-winged part of the city, is there like wealthier housing?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I make a history check to kind of determine what those families are known for and how they got wealthy? And if I know how they got their wealth?
Absolutely. Make me a history check.
Okay. Oh, what did I roll for history before? Okay, that's a +3. Okay. Roll. I don't know anything. Okay. I'm going to I'm just off the way in the direction of the docks. I don't know.
He's much better than this usually. I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, what are you hoping to accomplish at this moment, Noctis?
So I'm generally wanting gossip, but the big gossip people we've kind of incensed a little bit right now. The other people that gossip that people don't really know about are working men. I'm thinking Trevor, Andrew. And so I'm trying to go to the dock workers and see if they want to complain about people that are wealthy but don't work. So, for instance, I imagine they do shipments around. I imagine they would know in the city who does a lot of work, and those who are wealthy that don't, and who they might complain about in that regard, that they're more familiar with in the non. Basically, I'm trying to root at people who might be being paid to sit in a house and do nothing.
That's a good track to go on.
Okay. Go ahead. Ooh. I'm not even gonna make you roll for this. Yeah, so you start essentially chatting with some of the dock workers and people who are either, on a break in between shipments and boats coming and going, or on their lunch, whatever it may be. You don't find out about anybody that essentially isn't working that they're complaining about, but there are a couple things you do hear about. One of them is, there is a name that you do hear quite a bit as someone that they do not like they do not like him. He is among the wealthier of the landlocked in this city, and seems to be doing that by essentially strong-arming poor families into paying, what is it called again?
Extortion.
Yeah, it's like you pay me so that my
Protection
sons don't come bust up your
protection
house.
money?
Yeah, protection money.
Oh.
Runs a nefarious gang here and he also has his fingers in a lot of the shipping that is landlocked controlled. There's a bunch of it that's run by winged families, but some of it is in the hands of the landlocked, and he is involved in pretty much all of it. As well, you do hear there is some concern about one of the shipments in that area that has not arrived from an outlying farm recently that was supposed to arrive, and there are some guys missing with that shipment, as well as it was intended to restock the shrines with grain.
And beets. Just kidding.
It was a grain shipment that a large portion of it was intended to go to the shrines. The rest of it was going to be shipped, and it has
Not
not
the
arrived.
barge that we sunk.
No.
The barge you sank had prisoners on it. That was a prisoner transport barge.
Okay. So
We
nothing
don't
else.
know if
All
it
right.
sunk, but we definitely delayed it.
Yeah. Whatever you did to it, it didn't have any grain on it. It just had people.
Okay, so there's mission grain shipment. There's a crime boss. Okay. Well, I certainly think the crime boss would probably have information on that, but I would want to consult the group about that and their comfortability of trying to get information from someone like that. So, I returned to the group after talking with the dock workers for a bit. All right, we have an option. I think probably our best next option, which is to contact a crime lord.
Kel probably like
Who?
chokes on air. I was just what?
Yeah, he's an okay guy. He's not the worst that I know, but
What?
but you
What's
always have
that-
to
what's-
be. What was that?
doesn't- I don't think those go together. Crime lord and okay guy.
Oh, they most certainly do.
But what?
Here's the
in
thing.
Every single story that I've read that has a crime lord, usually they are rightly so not left alive at the end of the story.
Oh, that's rude. Some of them have families. Anyway.
Actually, most of them, the families were better off after.
Well, okay, that's how you see. You're from a rural life. See, in a lot of
Yes.
instances, it's a crime family actually, and the head of the family is usually called like the Don. But the thing is, they're usually very tightly knit, and getting a good Don is very hard to get. So it's actually very detrimental to the structure of the family if the Don goes.
Huh.
Anyway, in any instance where you have to negotiate with those kinds of families and mobs, you need some sort of. We need some sort of bargaining chips on the table, as it were. They're not the type of people to give things away for free, especially information. Because if we're going to them to ask for information, there's a reason we're asking, and the reason that we want to know, and that information has a price.
And like I said earlier, this is a touchy political situation. I don't know how to handle that. Yeah. You sound like you know what you're doing, though.
It's right. You do sound like you know what you're doing.
I don't like the responsibility thrust upon me at this moment.
Look, do any of us know? I don't know how to deal with them. Do you know how to deal with them? I'll ask Kel.
Deal with crime bosses?
I guess.
In a non-violent way.
Well, I mean, we had a couple bandits come through small village and protected small village from them and kind of turned one's life around, but I don't know if that's what we're trying to do.
That is not
here.
what we're trying to do.
And what if, like, this crime family, like, knows that I... What
Oh, they don't deal
Yeah.
with common bandits. They're a class above that.
Okay.
So, bandit nobility.
I mean, this...
Kind of. I mean, yeah. There's hereditary stuff involved.
Do we
Right,
not really have
okay.
any other options of things to be doing?
Well, we could always
I
ask
guess-
around some more, but that, creates more suspicion the more we ask around.
Right, and we don't want that, right? I've been trying to keep
I-
my mouth shut and not say things to...
I mean, I don't think I let anything slip with the dock workers. Can I make a perception check just one more time to see if people are around or listening or, kind of prying eyes or ears?
Sure, make a perception check.
Are we all sure that this person is still here?
19.
John?
Yeah, there's a couple people attempting to listen in, but when they see you looking around, they very quickly turn away.
We should assume that they are. It would make the most sense.
Alright. And you said they were a farmer, right? Or they were a gardener?
They guarded, yes.
A garden.
Oh, here's the thing.
Well, I
is
mean,
that
like,
if
are there
it's-
gardens around? Because people usually stick to what they know.
Well, if the entire staff was replaced.
Well, that's
Oh,
actually
I
a
see what
good
you're saying.
point.
In the employee of another family.
Well, no,
Oh.
it also seemed like that whoever was at the temple knew. So, I'm assuming at the shrine. Are there gardens at the
Mhm.
shrine?
There are.
Damn it!
Yeah,
Are they
I
maintained by the
literally
priests?
had a place to rest Beatrice for the night.
That's what Beatrice was. Kel pulled up the flowers as a child. There's gardens
Ah.
there.
I know
Ah.
farming, that's what I'm comfortable with. I feel like if you stick with the work you know. You don't, unless you're a real bad danger, then you wouldn't be sticking around this town either, I wouldn't think.
Unless something held them close?
What race is the
Yeah.
prince, by the way?
Elf.
We,
No, actually, they're like a winged. Yeah, they're like some sort of winged elf, aren't they?
They're winged humanoids. The royal family is Asimar.
Ah, ASMR. I knew
Okay.
that. Totally knew that.
But go ahead and Marquette, make me a perception check.
Cool.
I'm gonna
I'm
keep
just
an
looking at my
eye out
notes that,
for.
like, the woman who tucked in Beatrice, and that's where my brain went.
As you think back to the picture of the royal family, it's like a mosaic portrait, so there's, it's as detailed as it is. He might have some elven features if you're trying to pick out what could be different.
Gotcha. The woman who tucked in Beatrice, was this like a younger woman, or was this like...
Well, she was an elf, so it's a little hard to tell. She didn't seem adolescent.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, I will follow where we end up going.
Did we left the shrines and I assume?
Yeah, you guys have left the shrines. You're at the dock area now.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, did I have a good idea? Did I finally have one?
Sorry, what
Sounded
was this
decent.
about the gardeners doing, yes. Yeah, just follow. You did good. In fact, I wonder, if we stay the night again, and go take Beatrice back. To the usual spot. I wonder. Sorry, your flare me is like, I don't know that Kent's like not a crafty person. Like crafty, you know, like sly. But I'm like, you know, there was a gal there.
I was gonna say now that I've done the mental math, we can if we're like the plan is to go back, we can definitely do it, and people will know to be like on the lookout ish.
Right. I mean, you left talking with Patricia, whatever her name was,
Priscilla.
pretty quickly. Priscilla. Oh, that's right. Thanks. You talked with Priscilla, and then ended that conversation pretty quickly. That's not normal for you, Ma.
I mean, she
You
seems
think
to
that,
be
that,
mad.
that
What do you mean? I always leave when I say I will.
Well, I know, but is everything okay with you and Priscilla? Or
I think she got spooked by our visitors and by the. Well, but you're a well-meaning lad, but
we should probably
I
hurry then, don't you think? If she knows that we're looking for this gal and she wants to be hidden. Well, wait, why? Something's not adding up now. Why would you want to be hidden, but somebody's trying to look for you? John,
Well,
who is this person?
They're someone who has reason to hide because technically, if they're being watched for the reason that they're hiding, then more than likely their life might be in danger. So,
Are we delivering somebody into a life-threatening situation? That's all I gotta know.
we're helping a child find a parent, and potentially.
Oh,
hypothetically.
well then we should go and help that. Make sure that nobody's been. You said there's some unsavory folk that worked with your family, and well, if there's people that are after us, they might be after them too. So we should probably get back to there pretty quickly and just talk to this gal and see what she's before she hightails it and runs. If Priscilla tells her that she needs to go, you know. I don't think we have really time to mess around. We might not know where she goes next time. I doubt she's going to stick around if she knows people are looking for her.
now the fact that it's a child looking for a parent is the first time of you saying this, right?
Yeah, it's be the first time saying it out loud, but I also, from what we've seen, we should be safe-ish, so I feel comfortable enough to say it now.
Oh, I just mean like the first time it's been spelled out to
Directly, yeah.
to me.
Welby had been trying to deliberately not think too hard about it.
Now you know.
This is there sorry, what do I know about the situation? Do I know it's the prince? Or do I know we're looking for someone who looks like this guy? Oh yeah, you mentioned the prince, right?
I mentioned the prince. I said they would look like the prince, and I just said, the thing about like a child finding a parent.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you have anything from, like, I don't know, just a message to deliver or anything?
That's a little tricky.
Out of character, you do have the sending stone.
Yes, I do have the sending stone. I know. I'm just trying to think, like, would I bring that up?
No, I got you. Like, you don't have to tell us about it. I'm just saying, if you're, like, wanting to find a way to make a message and, not tell us where you got it from, but just be like, yes, here's the message.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Does the city keep employment records in like a town hall or something?
Well, this is not technically like a city in that sense. I doubt that they have the royal, like the palace's employment records.
Well, I imagine there's like places where if you're poor, you can try and find work, right? And I imagine they might keep records, like an employment office.
What kind of records specifically are you wondering about right now?
What jobs people got 18 years ago?
Are you wondering? Okay, so you're not wanting to look at the palace registry record. You're wanting to look at the city ones.
Yes, actually, because so here's the thinking: is that if there's a mother, I imagine she might have been placed somewhere by the palace, but all the other gardening staff would have gone looking, wouldn't have probably been placed by the palace.
Okay.
And so the rest would have had to go outside of the system, and we can find them, and then try and go find the person or see what they know.
Okay.
And I can break into the place at night. I don't care.
Okay.
Or I
So
can
the
I can ask in person and like, I want to know this.
The palace grounds of the city where the Prince Aravan and his family and Prince Amatrine are living has an archive building. And that would have those records in it of the palace staff and those goings on. There is also the general city records, like especially of arrests and transportation. There is a tower for all the general public offices and stuff that is it's very close to where you would cross into the landlocked side of the river, but it does sit on the winged side of the river, that tower that has some of the more official general records, censuses and whatnot. And the other place that you could find records and archives among the landlocked would be at the shrine. They do a lot of the record keeping, specifically the shrine of Malia, which is also where scribes would learn.
The person that we incensed is the head of the entire shrine?
Yeah, she's in charge of the whole shrine complex there.
Okay, good to know. And the tower is like... The tower is like...
Not angry so much as anxious and nervous about the line of questioning.
Okay, and then, so the tower is like court records and like arrests, but not necessarily employment.
Yeah, not necessarily employment. They're not tracking that all that minutely, but they'd have general population records.
Can I see who filed for unemployment?
That doesn't exist. I'm really sorry. That's not something this country does.
How about people who needed new housing if they needed to move?
That probably would be kept by whatever landlord was in charge of the housing you're looking at. They wouldn't have been going to the judicial tower for that.
The judicial tower might have records of deeds and whatnot.
They do have records of property ownership.
And when that property ownership was acquired.
But I'm not sure that most every other landlocked would be a property owner.
Yeah, that's true.
That's fair. Okay, so it's the shrine, or we break into the palace, and the guy left from... Well, I'm probably going to assume that the guy left from the palace, and that probably doesn't want palace people to know, otherwise you just ask. So I think their best bet's still probably back at the shrine then, unless you want to go talk to a crime boss who might know a thing or two.
I think we should go back to the shrine. I mean, if we need to, then we do, but I don't think that's our...
Oh,
I really should think that... Well, I should really thank that lady for tucking in Beatrice so nice last night. Maybe we should go drop off some beats for her as well.
I don't think beats are the right thing to be doing right now, Ma. Do you?
That's true. Beats are never the right thing.
But if there's a message to go with them...
Oh. Yes, He does like a really awful wink.
All right, let's go see the suspect. That's the wrong
Maybe. No offense, but I think
You're right.
if you can arrange a message, but I think maybe you all should take a ride through the, get to.
How many of us actually went for the Beatrice being dropped off thing? Was it all of us there?
When Beatrice was getting tucked in?
Yeah.
Beatrice was at the shrine.
Yeah,
So-
when Beatrice was getting tucked into the dirt that first night, all of you were in the cart except for Ma Kent, who was inside talking to Priscilla. So you all witnessed it, and she's the one who saw you all and seemed quite startled to see winged ones there and left immediately. Well, she went back into the shrine.
Can
She
I
did not talk.
roll a history check or whatever it would be to see if did she have the look that we're looking for?
Sure.
See if I can put two.
You
and two
can.
together.
You are going to roll at disadvantage because you weren't looking for anything
That's
specific
fair.
that night, and it was late and dark, and you were distracted by beats, to be honest.
And we're doing this history, right? Or
Yeah, you can roll a history check for that.
definitely.
Yeah, I mean, she's an elf. She looks. It's hard to judge ages on elves, as you know.
Gotcha. That's very fair. I'll just go. Do you know the name? You know what? I'll wait somewhere else while you do what you need.
Do you want me with you as bodyguard, or should I go with them?
You are more than welcome to stay as my bodyguard, but if you would like to go with, you are free to.
Well, I apparently messed it up last time, so
That's true.
I'll stick with
should've-
you.
I should have mentioned bodyguards don't talk.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry, this is new to me as well.
Having to explain to servants how to servant.
Yes.
I wonder if it should just be a personal visit. Just if you have something to drop off with it, then but perhaps maybe I should go alone.
I'm gonna do so. DM, he said that stone could be used once a day.
Once a day.
Then we're going to talk about some plot hooks and story ideas for how you and of course converted.
Cool. So that
Oh,
means
that's Langbot.
if I used it now, then it would be good for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I think I do. Give me just a moment. And I'm gonna. Is there a secluded spot somewhere around here I could squirrel away in for a second?
Make an investigation check.
Cool.
I'll stick around with him, and I'm not good at stealth, so.
Your bodyguard's following you.
That's fine.
Wrong spot.
Oh no! How did I end up here?
Gameplay.
Oops. You didn't see nothing.
There was nothing. Well, God certainly didn't see anything.
This is investigation, right? Something like that.
I was looking down in my notebook writing something down, so I didn't see whatever it was.
Oh, good.
Well,
Gonna have to block her from the YouTube channel now. Yeah, so that's
Okay, I won't watch it to find out your secrets are coming.
Yeah, it's only an 8. I'm assuming there's nothing super squirreled away, but
Yeah, you can like step off to the side, but you're like, ugh, it's not super private, you know that, but you can get out of the way.
I'm just gonna pull out the sending
I'll
stone,
swear.
and I'm going to send my message, and I'm gonna go. This probably isn't what you intended, but tomorrow, potentially, you can reach out to somebody. Wink, wink.
That's 2 words.
What's that?
You have eight.
Wait, we're 2 words.
Oh,
You have eight
I understand it's 2 words. And then
I'm counting them.
It's hyphenated. We're okay.
oh, perfect. If not, see me. I guess. And then I was. I don't know how it turns off or anything, because I mean I've probably seen them been in use, but I've never had a reason to use a sending stone for somebody. So I'm like, I think that's probably good. Yeah, and I bring the stone up and I go, if you happen to have a message to pass or something to leave with, maybe say that
So-
this can.
I think just if you gets
You
through.
get,
What?
yeah, it stops there. You
Oh,
get
no,
a response.
I wasn't talking to the stone anymore. After the wink, wink, I was just talking to myself, and I walked over to. So this.
You
is
get a
too-
response,
Oh,
and he goes, I'm not sure what you mean. Unfortunately, you can't clarify until tomorrow. So please clarify tomorrow. Okay.
man, I'm really bad at talking to people. And I look at Welby and I go, I'm really bad at talking to people. That's very bad.
Look, wait, am I not supposed to talk? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm not good. Like, people can be easy
What?
if you're like,
You can say that
With-
again.
they can be. Look, I'm emphasizing can. I'm not saying always or any of that. They can be. It's in the realm of possibility. Just some skills need more practice. And it doesn't seem like you've had a lot of practice, or you haven't liked the practicing.
I've never had any practice. The most practice
No,
I've
no,
had has been over this past period of time.
Well, maybe, well, I did notice that you were talking very, not smoothly into a rock.
It's a magic rock.
Magic rock.
All right, Joseph Smith.
It can.
I don't think I ever spoke to the magic rock.
Oh no! I'm just gonna go. It communicated a message, and I'll I haven't used any spells all day, so I'll just do sending or message. Yeah, I'll do message to you, and I'll like my mouth isn't moving, and or very much, but you're hearing me, and I'm just like
You're cutting out.
I cast message, and I go. It's kind of like this, like to Welby. I'm like, see how it's like it's magic rock.
Oh, that was weird. Okay, magic is weird, man. I just got attacked by a bed tent. Hold on. Anyway, magic is weird. Does weird stuff. So, are there limits on this rock?
Yes, I could only use it once a day for 25 words, and I wasted it. And I just realized I don't know if I did it.
Could
I
you?
intended one thing, but it's not being. I'll have to try again tomorrow, I think.
Well, could you maybe? I know you're definitely smarter than I am. Maybe
Debatable.
you could pick. Look, you're good at studying. I have seen you read. You read fast. But maybe you could pick a different language to use that uses less words but more meaning. If it's only 25 words, then maybe change the words, or
I don't know that many languages. It's a good idea, though.
I know 4, and look, giant has very long words.
See,
That
you know more languages than I do.
That's so funny.
well, I guess I've needed to learn them. I'm not sure. I would have thought that as a noble winged one, you would have needed to know more languages to. I'll wave a hand. Show off.
You have to talk to people to show off.
Oh. How about knowing more languages to read more books?
Everything's translated into Elf and Common. I can get everything I need.
Oh.
Wow, that sounded really conceited. I think, anyways, I'm gonna like I'm gonna like follow, and I'm gonna meander back towards Ma Kent. I'm like, I think I misinterpreted what I should have done. So, I think. What do you suggest? I'm very confused.
What? I don't know what you did. I told you that if you had a message.
I had a message and I
note?
sent it to the person. Oh, you mean write a note? That's a good idea. And I'll pull out a piece of paper. And I'll be like, that's brilliant. I don't have to pass along a whole magic stone. I can just use paper. And then I can
Maybe you could
facilitate.
practice with the paper and then use the stone after you
That's-
practice with the paper.
That's a good idea as well. And I'm just gonna write on a note. Ooh, what would I write on this note? I'm gonna write
I'm going to find you.
a mother's love is a shame to waste. And then I'm gonna crumple the paper up and burn it and go, that sounds like a threat. I don't.
You should have seen my face when you said that.
What's that?
You should have seen my face when you said what you were writing.
Listen.
Yeah, that sounds like
He's
blackmail.
intelligent, but I'm gonna consider this part charisma, because like,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna go. Your son wants to know that you're all right. I don't know, and I'll like fold it, and then I'll go crumple, like peasants crumple things. That makes more sense.
Oh my gosh.
I don't say that aloud. That's in my head, but I'm just like, yeah. I'm like, I don't know. Give it this, I guess. I don't know how to do this. If you can get her name, that'd be wonderful. And then I'll debate whether or not to pass that along.
I'm also thinking of breaking in at night, by the way.
So,
Okay.
bet.
Oh.
Can you just say this aloud?
Yeah.
I'll just turn and I'll go, how about not? How about we not do that?
Well, to get the
Maybe-
records.
Let's try this plan first. Or, you know, see
take
no
a-
evil, hear no evil. As long as I don't hear or see it, then it didn't happen.
All right, I won't tell you anymore.
Thank you.
Do shadows talk?
Okay.
I know bodyguards don't talk, but do shadows talk?
Shadows
I don't
talk
know.
to anyone. You don't talk to anyone outside of this group as bodyguard. Shadow talks when they need to talk. We'll go over like a lesson plan. We'll get this figured out. Do a game plan.
Okay. So my understanding is you guys are heading, or at least is just Ma Kent taking Beatrice back to the shrine with his message.
Yeah.
Kel will go with Ma.
Kel.
I mean,
and
I
Ma-
was suggesting that maybe just I go.
Yeah,
That
that's
the
right.
rest of you spend some time looking at the city, because I you know, less going on. You know, I don't want it to be like, oh, whole entourage is back. I want it to be like, oh, you know, I forgot to drop this off for the kind woman who took care of Beatrice.
Okay. We'll go
Um,
ahead and finish off with this then, having you go back to.
Well, yeah. No, was I handed a note? You said you wanted the name.
I handed you a note and I said if you find out the name, but like it's not like I'm like find her name.
The note for me to pass on?
No, the note I handed
Oh.
you was literally just it was what I said earlier. I was just when I handed it to you, I was like, if you can get a name, that'd be cool too.
Okay, what was the official note? What did the note end up being?
It was something along the lines of
You need to know that you're all right.
yeah.
What? Say that again?
Your son wants to know that you're all right.
Okay.
Just gauge her response to when she reads it, if she reads it near you.
I'm right. Yeah, I mean, chances are that I will hand it off to. And we'll see. I as a player am expecting that it's probably I hand it to Priscilla, who hands it to her. That feels like that's how this goes. I mean, unless it comes up easily of meeting with her. But yeah.
Fair enough.
So, May Kent returns to the shrines to bring back Beatrice. And indeed, the person who meets you in the garden area where Beatrice gets tucked in is Priscilla this time. And there are no other gardeners or shrine workers in sight when you get there.
All right.
So, where are all of your friends?
They were. Oh, I was going to catch up with them, but I realized that I hadn't left a gift for. It was quite rude of me. And the kind lady who tucked in Beatrice last night. Would you make sure that she gets this? And you know, like I hand off the beats with the note, like the note. Well, I'm trying to think. I feel like the note is because before I've just been handing off the stuff, so this, and I already gave her the beats, and now I'm giving her beats with a note. Would we have? Well, if it's pickled, then it's sealed.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm trying to think. Like we would have come up earlier on doing that, but yeah, just I don't know. Yeah, I'll just pass it along with the note. Hopefully the note also says something else. Like, I don't know. seems more. I don't know. Sorry,
Priscilla does kind of cursorily glance at the note, and she looks at you, and she looks very worried about you. She says, "Look, I don't know what you've gotten yourselves involved with, May, but you need to be careful."
When am I not careful?
You used to be. Come on, you know as well as anyone how important it is for secrets to remain unsaid.
Fair enough. This is only passing on a message.
From dangerous people.
I'll leave it to your discretion. 'Cause I know that you know what's going on, but I mean, I trust this lady. Yeah. She knows things. She doesn't give things up. I mean, do I have any reason not to trust her with the information I was given about?
Roll an insight check.
Cool.
We aren't there to help you.
Oh wait, no, I get to re-roll that once though.
Oh, good.
It's a 6.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna assume that means
Is a confidant to many? That's up to you. That's really up to you.
all right. Yeah, I think I trust her, so I'll just say, look, I trust you. I mean, I don't know where it originated from, just that there was someone, and I relay the information that, I mean, basically the two pieces of information were looking for this person and something about reconnecting, the insinuation that it was a child looking for a parent. And that, that child, I mean, we know, and that the child is the person in the picture who we were told the name, right?
Yeah, Prince Amatrine.
Yeah. So I will just say, hey, I'll tell her that I leave it in her hands. But I also, as a mother, I think she should get the chance. Whether she responds or no.
I know you are trying to do a good thing. I know you want what's best for people. And you're a very kind heart. But this is dangerous. It would be better for them both if they pretend not to know the other existed. The lie is what keeps them safe.
Like I said, I leave it in your hands.
All right.
But
good luck. And be careful.
Like I said, when am I not careful?
Only time will tell, I suppose.
Side note, this does not mean that I actually am careful. It just... this could mean either way. Either I am very careful or I'm very not careful,
Sure thing.
Yes. All right, and I will meet back up with the group, who I assume is sightseeing somewhere.
Yeah, would you guys have been near the shrines? That's a good question.
Well, I will try and usher us away from the shrine because that's where I made a mistake, and I don't want any of the rest of us making a mistake.
I follow because I also made a mistake. And so I'm, I probably shouldn't be here. I am the source of trouble.
I'm not going to lead us too far away so that Maka can still, find us back. But I'm going to go and, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to lead us to where there's a nice fountain. And I'm going to show, Johannes, which I believe, if I remember correctly, fountains are also great gossip spots if there's not some random ostentatious winged one hanging out there. But I won't have thought of that second part.
Well, we are wrapping up for the night.
Yes.
I would like everyone, as our final thing for tonight, to make me a perception check.
Perception!
Oh no. I haven't been rolling the best dice.
I got it.
Ooh,
8.
19. Let's go.
Hey!
2 19s. Specialized. 2 nat 20.
I see everything, and my anxiety is heightened my senses.
Welby, Kel, and Johannes, as you guys are there it is getting into the evening. By the time this happened, you guys spent hours wandering through the city and talking to people. The sun is down. People are home for the night. And you guys spot sneaking through an alleyway here, a familiar-looking little girl. Looks rather...
Arcane secrets.
She looks rather like she's packed for a trip.
Oh boy.
And that's where we will leave off for tonight.
I do have one last question, which is when we get back to the place, do I recognize among the night crew anyone that matches the build of the person who was tailing us earlier?
Well, you guys haven't gone all the way back up to that part of the city yet, so I think we'll save that for next week.
We'll find
Okay,
out.
sounds good.
All right.
Next
Next
episode.
time on Dragon Ball Z.